Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Superior Spider-Man issue number 11. Voice is starting to go. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to tell you 5 things about this comic book, but before that, I'm going to tell you about who made this book. Let's get started. Christos Gage is the writer, Mike Hawthorne on pencils, Wade Von Grubauger on inks, Jordi Belair on colors, VC's Clayton Cowles doing the letters, Hawthorne and Maury Hollowell doing the cover art, and Anthony Gambino doing the designs. All right, so number 1 on this list. This whole entire scenario just feels hopeless. From the very beginning of this comic book, and God forbid, every page that the comic book continues, Otto's fight feels completely and entirely hopeless. He's got no chance. There's just no way for him to beat Norman Osborn, this other dimensional version of Norman Osborn, plus Spider's Man, who seems to be paying an awful lot of attention to Danson Macabre. And who can blame him? Let's talk about number 2 here. Decapitation. Freaking Digger gets decapitated, and it's freaking hysterical. I really don't have anything else to say about that. Anytime I see a decapitation, I'm like, yes, because they happen so rarely in the comic books. Okay, number 3 on this list. James is just not established enough to really seem like a big point. It's like, to me, it might as well just be some random kid. You know, the little kid, they yelled at each other or whatever, and it's like, it's just some stuff was happening, all right? I really like this comic book. I do. But this is a kid who just, it's hard to remember his name. If I didn't write it down, I'm sitting there flipping through the comic book. The little kid, that kid, yeah, him. Because I just don't care about this kid. Nothing about this kid particularly impresses me. It's a monthly comic book, and there's just not enough meat about this character. But it's still a low bar, because not enough meat for any of these characters, really. What, Emma is his girlfriend, and then there's Anna Maria, which, of course, we all know Anna Maria Marconi, right? There's the dude from Verizon Labs. But I mean, there's a bunch of other people too. There's Skyn, I can't remember who Skyn is. There's a bunch of people who are named. It's like, dude, if they're not actually on camera, I have no idea who they're talking about, because there's too many new characters. And when I say new characters, I mean new supporting characters, minor characters who aren't in the comic book every week. So, yeah. Let's talk about number 4 on this list. The only way that Otto is gonna win here is to cede to Norman's demand to publicly kill 3 people publicly in front of cameras, so everybody, including James, can see. So, did you already forget who James is? Yeah, see? They can't be criminals. They have to be 100% innocent random people. Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up. There's a no-win situation. Kind of brings me back to point number 1 about this list, right? Finally, let's talk about number 5 on this list. A deal with Mephisto. My peeps, I'm telling you, Spider characters and Mephisto, they go hand in hand. There's way too many people who can't stand One More Day and all that. I'm not one of them. Like I said, I enjoyed One More Day. I genuinely did. And the precedent that it's set, that Mephisto has this personal hard-on for causing mental anguish to all these different, and mental anguish that they won't even remember to all of these Spider characters, is freaking delicious. And all of a sudden, we got a new Spider character in the form of Superior Spider-Man. Well, he's Superior Spider-Man again. And Mephisto's just like, ooh, how you doing? It's a thing of beauty. That's it for me, guys. I enjoyed the comic book. Is just the whole establishment of characters thing. That's the thing that's starting to kill me. Maybe we need to have a good annual in here where we get to actually explore these individual characters. Something happens to these characters, like James, where we can actually genuinely care about them. We have a reason to remember them. Until that happens, who again? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.